Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for another thrilling case with your host, the Chairman. This is the show where we judge things to see if the con is worth the hustle. Today's case is the Liberty City Anime Convention. Date of the crime, August 18th to the 21st, 2017. Scene of the con, New York Marriott Marquis. Now, driving into town can be a bit of a pain in the ass, but there's plenty of parking lots nearby. Go up and down the block or two, you'll be all set. Now, if you're hoofing it from Grand Central Station, you have to walk down to Times Square, go up 4 blocks to 46 and to the left, and boom, you're right there. No problems whatsoever. Exhibit A is the entering braking. Well, if you didn't order your tickets online, you would have to pay upfront in cash. I personally went on a Saturday, which was advertised as $60 online, but I only paid 50. Hell, New York Comic Con doesn't even charge that much for its Prime Day. On the bright side, it's in a good location. I think the weekend pass was about 60 as well. Not too bad a price for all things considered. Exhibit B, Grand Theft Accommodations. Since the convention is located near Times Square, there's plenty of options. I mean, there's hotels literally everywhere you go. But the good thing is, the convention's held in a hotel, so you can get rooms right there and there. Unfortunately, though, one of the biggest negatives of having a convention in a hotel is that convention creeps can stalk people to secluded areas, hotel rooms, and cause quite a bit of mischief. So that's something to keep in mind, folks. Exhibit C, is the show up to code? Well, the general layout of the convention is as follows. The first floor is where you go to purchase your badge. Second is where they have panels and have some guests come in to do autographs. Now, in order to get to the dealer rooms, yes, I said rooms, more than one, less than, well, not too sure. You have to go to the fifth floor through the escalators. Granted, the hotel was having a private event during the convention when we went on floors 3 and 4. It's still a bit of an oversight from the convention runners scheduling when they decided to set this up. Now, for the dealer's rooms, they were placed on the right side of the floor. On the bottom right was the biggest room. It was about the size of maybe one or two large classrooms. The next one was in the middle. There was one room. It's a bit tinier. They had maybe 7 tables with artists and such, and then 2 tables filled with business cards showing off events coming up. Then the final room on the top right of it was a little more interesting, some of the stuff they had there. I enjoyed it myself, but it's a small dealer's setup. Not too bad. Plenty of great people there, though, so can't go wrong. Now, in the opposite corner of the last room is the game room. They had the usual general fare. Smash, Naruto, Shonen Jump, All-Stars, Marvel vs. Capcom, the usual games. But there's something really interesting in there that really threw me off. There's a person sitting there in a leather outfit with people playing games off his head. It looked like some bizarre dystopian future thing, but can't go wrong with cosplay like that. Also, they did bring in the Street Fighter V arcade cabinet. They also had a few interesting games such as anime sniper game, table flip, and Tokyo drums, just to name a few. Not too bad. The lines were a bit long for me, so I didn't personally play anything, but everybody looked like they're having a good time. Sentencing and final statements. I sentenced the show 6 out of 10 hours of community service. This is a small con. Don't be fooled by that. Every small con does have the potential to become bigger, but with overlapping events going on during the showtime, having run out of convention books on a Saturday, and how stretched out everything was between, I don't know. I would like to go do again, but unfortunately, I've been hearing some interesting things on the comms during the convention. Apparently, on that Saturday there was an incident. I personally didn't see or hear anything, but rumor goes that somebody's trying to cover something up. Maybe we should give the people running the show a bit of a look over and see if there's anything we could do to resolve or get more information about this issue. Now, this has nothing to do with my review, but this is something that needs to be said. Cosplay may not be consent, but some people still won't listen. Look, the world is filled with plenty of villains that wear some elegant disguises. No one should ever feel unsafe anywhere, especially going at a glorious meetup of fandoms such as conventions. In order to prevent this, I would like to put out a call for heroes. We all need to stand up against convention creeps since they're getting more and more out of hand. Together, we all have to do our part as convention goers, as cosplayers, as fans, as people of this planet who to uphold justice plus ultra. When going to a convention, try to stay in groups of 3 or more. These con creeps tend to be cowards and try to single out people and prey on innocent little beings. Now, if you can't always stay together, please know a way how to defend yourself or look at possible escapes if something goes awry. You'd be surprised what you can do with little things on hand. Now, as much as I would like to say nothing could happen if you fight back or any of this, if the worst happens, please remember the following. Remember what the person looked like as best as you can. Any distinguishing details, scars, tattoos, and so forth. If they have a weird style to their cosplay, something that could just tip them off so when you report to the police later, they can distinguish them from other convention guests. Time and location is important. So then, if they have to go through security footage, they can at least pinpoint when and where the possible incident happened, or at least try to find beforehand. Try to track these con creeps down. Remember, folks, we all go to conventions to have fun, but it's up to us to keep the convention safe, plus ultra. So, please keep that in mind, folks. And hopefully, we can stop out con creeps for once and